see what this camera does. We are off just a little bit of an angle here, aren't we? And 3, 2, and 1. Hey, folks, fellow friends, subscribers, anglers, YouTubers, creators, what's going on? Welcome back into the channel. Welcome back to MBP Fishing. And as you can see, the lake is still kind of a little bit frozen over. And this is a place that tells me whether or not it's worth basically running down the river and stuff. So Lumi, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Yeah, we're just getting the camera and everything set up here. Sorry about the bouncing around. And I was gonna let's see, Britain, what's going on? Brighton, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Let's see, Lumi says hi, Mike, and Brighton says hello, everyone. Fun fishing. Let's go to the river. Yeah, you see that ice down there? That's telling me that water temperature is just a little too low to go down to the river, unfortunately. As soon as that ice goes, I go to the river. But until that stuff disappears, that's basically my rule of thumb. Until that, plus once I get my scooter next week, we will be running all over new places. So nobody really, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Fun fishing. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Oh, you're headed to the river yourself? Oh, good luck. We don't have a lot of cold water fish, so I'm gonna get this rod out and see what's going on. It's almost unthawed. I mean, it is that close. By the end of today, all this ice will be gone. So you got the cool little double rig on here with the using one of little Steve CropManJigs.com, one of his jig heads on. And the water temperature, actually, I might throw a few swim baits out here, see if there's any bass and stuff around. Because this is when I usually see a few really decent largemouth come out of here. Let me get this baited up and we'll come check the chat. Well, I'd like to take a couple casts with the rooster tail first, but temperature's not bad. It's like in the 50s. You know, spring's kind of one of those chances where you think, yeah, it's warm out there. The fish got to be hitting. Well, the water ain't quite warmed up yet. Yep, she's got a little bit of warming up to do, and we're getting there. I actually walked over to Fairgrounds Park, and the only spots that were open were about 4 feet from the bank. The center of the lake was still frozen solid, so we got a little bit of time left before I'll switch transition over to some big old carp fishing and some crappie and largemouth and bluegill and all those fun stuff that live over at Fairgrounds. But for right now, that water temperature, it's definitely not over 30 degrees. I mean, I'm guessing it's like 38, 39, something like that. It's close. You guys just tune in. Thank you. You know, I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Thanks for coming in. That's just it. That's our basic little. The bottom one is weightless, and that's the top one is one little Steve Turner, CropManJig.com. He's one of his jig heads. And when that hits the water, we just want to lift that up just for a split second so that it falls very, very naturally. Much slower though, because when that jig hits the water, it's gonna plummet to the bottom. In these shallow lakes, you don't have much. Honestly, don't have much, you know, water to fish in. I mean, it's like only 4 or 5 feet deep there, so it's right down the bottom. I'll give you guys a deal. I'll take 5 casts with this, and then I'll come check the chat. And I broke the bait caster out. I've got to, you know, practice with it a little bit more before it gets warm. If I can cast a little 3/16 ounce rooster tail on the on this little bait caster, I can cast anything. Then I'll take 5 casts with this, and I'll come check the chat out. Very good cast. Beginning, and I really don't want to hit that. We got all day, and I got a battery pack and everything. And we're going to make this a whole day. We got like a good 200 yards of shoreline we can fish down here. And I'm interested to see if there are any bass working up. Because I cast one of nice little weighted paddle tail Swimbait up and down these shorelines. Might hook into one of them 4 or 5 pounders in this lake. That was a good cast. That was my first good cast with a rooster tail. That's number 3. That was number 3. They could be anywhere out here. I just got to kind of figure out where. All right, that needs to be tightened down just the tiniest bit. Hey, all your settings are off during the winter time because you've been bouncing your bait casters around left and right. You ain't used them, so it's good to take one day just to tune her in. Yeah, that cast like a bullet that time. That almost hit that island out there. That might be bite. All right, I'll grab them on the way back. Thanks, I appreciate that. You too. Yeah, I might go over and grab them. That guy had some night crawlers left over. Hope the mic feed's working okay and everything seems okay. Last cast before I come check the chat. This is number 5. Let that sink down to the bottom. This is 8-pound fluoro on this one. I haven't changed it to 10 yet. Because my river gear, I usually don't like to go under 10 pounds. Like, what the heck you doing using... Oh, there's a fish on. Fish on. Fish on, folks. That's a nice one, too. Rooster tail fish. That's a nice one, too. Oh, got him. On the 5th cast. And he just come off, too. Boy, that's a nice rainbow trout. What I call it on the 5th cast. That's a beautiful guy. That's an absolutely beautiful rainbow trout. And that was on rooster tail. All right, see you, buddy. Thank you. Let me show you what I caught him on here first, and I'll come check the chat. I just caught him on like a, you know, like a, I don't know what you call it, a hot orange or whatever color. It works. It worked. Give me a chance too to pop on the battery extender. That was on a rooster tail, folks. That was on a rooster tail. See what's going on with the chat. I'm going to need my backpack. There's a little bit of a glare. It's not too bad. When I wear my baseball cap, it cuts down on the glare just a little bit. Let's see, Right Touch Fishing. Hey, everyone in chat. Brighton, Mike. Right Touch Fishing. Yep. Brittany, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Yeah, that one was beautiful, Lumi. And Small Waters, thanks for coming in. And we have Tom. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? And we have Mama Cookie. What is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Tom says, did grab a 55-gallon barrel floating in the creek. Since Cindy, see Tom, water was 40 degrees yesterday. Yeah, it's still a little nippy for fishing for especially warm water fish. Because, you know, majority of fish in the river down here on the Mississippi are basically carp and grass carp and, you know, buffalo carp. Now we got some blues and flatheads and some channels and other stuff, but for the most part, they're... Oh, that's a bite. Gotta go right on that one. Let it go. Guys, notice I never reel a trout rig in fast, because you'll get a lot of strikes on your reel in. You really will. I've caught probably 30 trout this year on just slowly reeling that sucker in. Got a kernel of corn off on me. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm not done with the chat yet. I still got to get the charger feedback on. Yeah, that's my other cell phone going off. Don't know why. Don't really care. Yeah, I sat on my charger wire the other day, so I have to. It had sat on my charger, so I have to. What am I talking about? I sat on my freaking phone, fell on my butt, and you know it cracked the other lens. So this is a new cell phone. I got a deal on it. It's only $50 for a brand new one. Can't beat that. All right, charger is in. Sorry about that, folks. Might have stung. Sorry about that. 13 people, 9 people in. 12 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we are back on the charger. See, what have I missed from the chat? Willie Perch, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? And Purnell, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, man. Thank you. And Purnell with the little googly eyes. Mama Cookie says, hi, Lumi. See, I guess we'll get back to fishing. What the heck? Beautiful day. Fish to be caught. Let's catch some fish. Yeah, we've already caught one. Actually, to tell you the truth, I'll be honest with you. We've already caught 2, because I took 2 casts out here before I turned the live feed on, just to kind of scout out what was going on. I got it to the bank and it popped off, but I think that might have been the same fish, to be honest. Check the rooster tail, make sure she's not bent out. This is number 1 rather than number 2, so I can use 2 rods instead of 1. You guys know you're allowed in a Missouri for rainbow trout 2 rods, 3 hooks in aggregate. Which it just means if you're going to use a treble hook lure, that's the only rod. That's the only thing you can use. Yeah, that one came rushing out of that current. I know exactly where he hit. He hit like 7, 8 feet right after I got out of that current. All right, if you guys just tuning in, thank you, man, thank you. We're at Fallon Park in St. Louis, Missouri. I was gonna try the river and fairgrounds today, but they're still pretty much frozen up. So this is kind of the only lake around that's opened up pretty good. And that's just because that fountain over there. And we still got, like, you guys can see that chunks of ice down. That probably gone by the end of the day, to be honest. I'm hoping it is. I mean, it's actually, yeah, it shrunk a good 3 or 4. Oh, there's a bite. Saw that. Got to be looking when I'm fishing instead of. Yeah, that guy picked it up and dropped it. Might be one of those guys that'll hit it on the way in. See what he do to it. Looks like nothing. Might have got a kernel corn off on the top. Might have got a kernel of corn off there. That's pretty good. And that wasn't too far out. I was like a couple feet. I've got another rod here just in case I want to throw like a swim bait or something around. Well, I might switch this one up, and I'm going to do it eventually. Because I have a sneaking suspicion there's some bass working up. I need to go down and grab them worms. Oh, that was a pop right there. That was a little pop. Oh, bite. Fish on. Fish on. Fish on, folks. Fish on, folks. That's a pretty good fish, too. Yep, not bad at all. Yep, come here, buddy. Our number 2. Bottom hook. Right on the outside of the jaw, too. Well, inside of the jaw. Barely hooked his butt. Oh, don't belch at me. He's belching at me. Hi, buddy. That's our second fish of the day. Just a beautiful trout. I mean, these guys are just gorgeous. I ought to keep like a couple of these. I'll keep that one. What the heck? I ain't gonna keep more than 1 or 2. All right, let's get this back out and I'll come check the chat. That sounds like a plan. That way I can man the rod and check the chat out. That's our second of the day. That's pretty nice action today. I wanted to fish a Fairgrounds Park for some bass and crappie and other things, but she's still just a little bit too frozen over. I got like 3 or 4 feet from the bank, and then it turns into solid ice. But I think she'll be frozen by tomorrow. And we're getting our scooter in the mail between the 10th and 12th, so thank you guys for helping me afford that. All those donations and everything on PayPal and Cash App, that stuff has helped so much. And it's there too if you guys want to donate. All that stuff goes to you know, groceries, fishing gear, helping out with bills, so that I can get, you know, some cool stuff to help us help the channel get stronger. All right, that's pretty good. All right, let's come check the chat out. Let's come check the chat out. I'm gonna try switching the camera angles around, but you guys know how I don't like the thing in my dang face. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna try. What I do with all that stuff. Oh boy. Might be more trout in here than you think. All right, you guys just tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, who do we have in? Damn Fishing, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. And Danny, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Danny the Stingray Manny, what is going on? Danny says, hi, Lumi. See, Brittany says, but you got him. Those trout all count. Yeah, I guess that's number 3 for the day, so. One off camera, but I guess that counts. See, Right Touch Fishing. Nice stickers, Danny. Yeah, I helped design them. I got the last little cool touches on them. I think Danny did the background. Yeah, it's a big nuisance to put those letters and get those all that other cool little stuff on there just perfectly. Heck, I didn't do it right the first time. I had to go back and do a little bit of touch up. That's live in about 2.5 hours. That's awesome, Danny. If you guys want to check out his channel, he's got some awesome content. He does some cool shorts. He does, posts with a lot of people's QR codes, because those little suckers are hard to find in your YouTube, settings. Always willing to come check out your short videos. And everyone that, views your shorts, they'll push those shorts towards their channel, so their people will watch them, and their viewers will watch them, and so on and so on. See, Right Touch Fishing. I know, Mike. They're awesome. Yeah, I'm hoping to get some of them myself. Though those are awesome. I could say those are catfish. Well, they are catfish. They're those European catfish. I always can never remember the name of them damn things. Dang it, just escaped my head. Let's see. Back Mountain Outdoors, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Just got home from the ice fishing, trying to warm up. Yeah, I've done that before. Depends upon what level of cold you've gotten. If your fingers have gotten to the point where you cannot move them much, it's going to take a while. It's 50 out here right now. It's not too bad. I'm probably going to start shedding off clothing as the day goes on. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not going to go down that far. Let's see, 16 people in, 8 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, man. Thank you. Don't forget to double tap that screen for me. Double tap, double tap, double tap. Let's get back to some fishing. I've caught 2 with the rooster tail so far today, and 1 with corn. And I'm gonna try some bass fishing and stuff out here a little later on too, especially as the water starts warming up. Try a little paddle tail out here, something. Bomb that out here deep, and hopefully the trout don't bite the suckers in half, because they have the tendency to do that. It's kind of a practice trip too. I haven't used a bait caster in about 2 or 3 months. I gotta remember how to use the dang thing. I haven't got a backlash yet, knock on wood. I just ain't getting out very far most casts. I gotta slow it down. Where do I want to cast this sucker? See if I can get out here without falling in. Get down here right to the edge and see if I can get some casts on this bank. Because this is usually where the bass start pulling up this this concrete wall. They'll start moving in from the deep water here and then just work their way up the edge. I've seen some big bass come off of here on like rooster tails, and people usually don't fish for them too. They're accidentally caught. It's not spinning right. Obviously, I don't know what the heck's going on with it. Sometimes on rooster tails, they just don't want to spin right. Hook gets twisted up or something. That's a perfect cast. I just got to get the sucker spinning right. There it goes. Heck, I'm already happy with the day. I got 3, and I probably got maybe 6 hours worth of charge on this new cell phone I got, plus the battery extender. Kind of a shame. I charged her up to try, fish the fairgrounds and stuff. I was going to fish for bass and stuff, but she's still a little frozen up. Got something there. That ain't good. What is that? I keep hitting that. I don't know what the heck that is. Hang on. Let me get this off. There it goes. I think that's kind of trash can or something somebody threw in. Check the hooks. Make sure they're not bent. That's pretty good. Oop, stepped them out of the rod. Dude. Yeah, that needs to be moved. I don't know why I left that there. I do not know why I left that there. All right, a couple more casts and I come check the chat out. I was like, there were 3 people down here when I got down here, and now everybody just left. People got on the idea that trout fishing right now, when the weather gets warm, they're going to turn off, but that's not true, because these trout, the water temperature is below actually where they like. They like it 40, 45 degrees, and it's below it. So they're actually going to be looking for a little bit warmer temps right now. All right, one more cast after this one. I'm just working this as slow as I can out there. Just whenever I feel that bounce the bottom, I'll speed it up just for a split second to get it. And it'll run about maybe 8-10 inches off that bottom. One more. That wasn't a great cast. That was like 15 feet. Good enough for the last one for a minute. Another thing about using rooster tail, you've got to try to keep that rod tip as stable as you can. Because any movement on that tip is going to change that rooster tail's trajectory. Sometimes you want that, sometimes you don't. Works great for bass and stuff, but trout, not so much. Crappie too, when they're on bedding, if you change that speed and stuff, it'll get them to react to it. That's a little bit too far out. All right, let's come check the chat out. Come check the chat out. All right, what do I do with that sucker? There we go. All right, you guys just tuning in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Well, my eyes are like, wow, that stuff got to my eyes. And Cindy, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? And let's see, do we have in? And no F's, thanks for coming in. No F's, no frills, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. What is going on? Thank you, man. Thank you. Let's see, he says, hey, y'all. For now. And Danny says, hi, Maddie. Let's see, do we have in? Katie, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Damn Fishing says, trout are territorial. Yeah, they'll chase baits down and they'll just keep nosing at them, just boing boing. Keep... Smart little suckers too. They'll do it without their mouths open. Let's see. Purnell says, you're right, Frills. Brother, I didn't think about that. And Lumini says, hi, Ron. And Run with the arms up strength. See, Maddie says, I got 5 Purnell, brother. So was not too bad. Yeah, as long as you catch a fish, it makes the day out fishing just a little bit better. Now, getting out it's reward enough, but you always want to catch something. Sorry about you getting skunked last time, Lumi. You'll get them next time, guarantee it. I brought that up. I'm sorry about that, Lumi. I'm bad. My bad. Let's see. Purnell says, it's awesome frills, brother. Let's see. It says, Skipjack. Oh, you got the... See. Got the drinks, and that'd be okay. Ten people, 15 people in. I think that's 23 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I saw that trout you got the other day, Cindy. That was a big one. They might only put a few big ones in there like this in this park. Most of them you get are like in the pound, 2 pound range. But they'll put a few in the 5, 6, 7s in here. And this year's been a little slow because, they had that flood up at the hatchery and they all washed out into the Merrimack River. Kind of a shame, but those fish are probably going to get caught anyways too. Even down there, people are going to fish for them. We're transitioning over. I'm going to start, hope that's a pop. Really? Just saw him flash at it right by the rod tip. They're in that close today. What I say about them kind of wanting to use that, looking for some warmer temperatures. Well, this concrete's probably, it's got to be the warmest part in this entire lake. She's got to be the warmest. Let's try and cast out in the current. What the heck? I got one out there the other day. And that little jig head should be just heavy enough to hold out there. That way it's going to force me to take a few casts over here to the right. And this floral is not supposed to spin, but it does. Especially the older stuff. Still tough. I haven't changed it. I'm just, getting on the bugs out of my other equipment before I have to tackle a 30 or 40 pound carp or something. A little bit of a backlash, not too bad. That is going to be setting right there, so I need to cast this way over here to the right. I mean, way over. Your other right. Yep, everybody left. That's a good cast. A little better angle here. If the camera can still see me. We'll fit my other line. Yep. Oh, I didn't. That's a bite. Oops. Thought I hit my other line. Yeah, she picked it up and was running in with it. And I thought I'd hit my other line. Yeah, that one's in the current. You can kind of leave it tight because I don't think they notice that rod tip as much when you're in the current. Yeah, I get to practice again with my bait caster. Got to remember how to use the dang thing. Every once in a while, I'll bomb something out there that does not sound, doesn't feel like the bottom. Like something just nosing up to it and like, nah, don't want it. But get away from me, get away. Oh, there's a bite. Fish on, fish on. Told you I saw a bite. Nice fish. Whoa, whoa, buddy, whoa, jumper. Woo-hoo. I love them. I love them. He hit the top hook. He hit Steve's jig head on that one. That'd be a nice keeper, but I got one. If I'm going to keep a few of them, I want to make sure it's the ones that swallow the hook. But that's a beautiful rainbow trout. Just a beautiful, gorgeous fish. Check out those rainbow colors and golden eye. Just a gorgeous fish. See you, buddy. Thank you. I gotta get the rod back out. I'm not doing it without having the rod on. More time to catch a fish if I leave it out there with some bait on it. That hit the top hook. And I'm just kind of using like Steve's jig heads, kind of like a split shot with a hook on it. I'm gonna use them for crappie and stuff later, but that's the best way I can use them right now and catch fish on them. Like I said, I can catch fish on dang near anything. It's just figuring out what to do with whatever I got. When you got a limited budget, you make do with whatever you got. All right, that looks pretty good. Well, let me see that top hook. No, I guess it's okay. That bottom hook is pretty good. I guess we'll take a cast back out in the current. And you notice I didn't have to keep that line slack when I cast it in the current. I like that. Not quite far enough out, Michael. There we go. I just went in that very edge of that current for this particular spot. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going for the record, Justin. The record's 18 on the live feed. That's pretty good. Now we can come check the chat out. I try to check the chat out as much as possible, but gotta do some fishing sometime. Let's see, Lumini says, hey Stink Bug, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. And Black Wolf, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? See, run. White Touch Fishing, run. And who do you have in? Bushcraft, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? I'm sure you're subbed to everyone, but you know, I like to keep. Dang, that was loud. That was loud. And watching that line kind of loosen up on me. This one works actually better if you keep it a little bit tighter. Pretty good. Let's see, Black Wolf says he's had 311 subs. Yay! If you guys haven't subscribed to Black Wolf, go check out his channel. Appreciate that. Someone else is coming out. Like, make sure, yeah, we're good for the feed. I don't want to get someone on camera and get them angry. So, everyone says, yep, energy. And all the cool little emojis. Thanks for that, Ron. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 15 people in, 27 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What helps with the energy levels? Yep. Coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. What's the count so far? I believe it's 4. Yep, Black Wolf. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Always a positive thing. Yeah, we've kept 1. The other 3 we let go. Hang on, folks. I'll be right back. This one guy said he left some worms down here, so I want to make sure I got them because Mike, hey, what's going on? Got 4 so far. All right. Yeah, they're hitting really good around the edges. Okay. I mean, as soon as I get that rooster tail right by the edge, I'll get something popping at it. Yeah, the mic feed might go off here for a second because I'm going quite probably beyond its distance. So I'll be right back. Yeah, this guy said he left some night crawlers down here, so I'm going to grab them. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, he didn't take but 1 or 2 out of that container. Yeah, I should be going back onto the mic feed here. Yeah, he didn't take but 1 or 2 night crawlers out of that entire container. Free bait. Yeah, that one guy said he left some night crawlers down there. If I wanted them, I'd go get them. So, yep. He didn't take but 1 or 2 out of there. Yeah, sorry about that. Let me make sure the mic feeds are still on. I think they reconnect. Yeah, are the mic feeds still connected? Oh, we had a troll, huh? Let's see what is going on. Guys, tuning in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. It's slime time. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Yep, don't show me on camera, bang. Yeah, I try to keep that crap off now because I realize people don't like it. And that guy left like over a dozen night crawlers in there. Free bait. It's the Unlimited. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My son made me do it for him. Mine are most of the toys. This one didn't get a bite, so let me recast her. Sometimes you'll get a leaf or something on it, or it'll just be sitting in the wrong angle or something. Yep, something hit that top hook. Got one of the kernels off. Didn't get a bite because you know this corn. This is fresh stuff. It doesn't fall off that easily. Still falls off easily. That looks pretty good. That hook's just a little bit exposed on that one. I don't like that one. It's the only hook I could use for the bottom hook is a kind of a bigger brown Aberdeen hook. It's still a 4, but I never do great on them when I use that stuff for trout. They just seem a little thick for them. Cast that right by the bank. Let's take a few casts with the rooster tail. We are still wrapped up around the tip, aren't we? Duh. What the heck's going on with it? There it goes. Is that okay how far you cast it out? Oh, okay, got you. I don't want to cast over your lines. Yeah, our scooter's coming in the mail between the 10th and 12th, so we're going to have a lot of new river shoreline and all kinds of new ponds and stuff to try out. Because right now I'm kind of stuck with, you know, my 4 or 5 mile limitation factor as far as walking goes. I can do 20 miles down and back on that scooter. And there are so many places I can reach to the edge of St. Louis with that. 2 more casts with the rooster tail. I'll come check the chat out. When this spot dies down, we got a good 100 yards up to the right where we can go before we start hitting that ice. Let that sink down. People forget about that sometimes when they're using rooster tails. You got to let the that lure sink all the way to the bottom majority of the time, unless you got like schooled up fish and you're running them through the schools. Trout especially, they like to set within a foot or two of the bottom. All right, one more cast. That's a good cast. Cast pretty good with this little 3/16 rooster tail. Just like, you know, bait casters are designed to cast little lures. Well, that's all you got. You can make it do. I just turned the brakes all the way down and the magnetics off. Don't do it with a cheap bait caster. Ooh, don't do it with a cheap one. A couple casts with that one. Let me refresh this and we'll come check the chat out. Let's take a little flip right by the bank here. Right to the edge of the current. Not all the way in it. You set? Let's check the chat out. It's a pretty good start for sure. Pretty good. We even got some free night crawlers. Those things are expensive. Steve Blackwolf says, I don't win any of the giveaways, but they are fun to watch. I actually got a cup from, if anything, Bob, anything is possible. Cool little coffee cup. Took 2 dang months to get here, but it's a cool little coffee cup. It's the first thing I've ever won on any kind of giveaway. Even Steve Turner, his little giveaways he gets sometimes, I've never won one of them dang things. Now, I'm going to have to start shedding some clothing because it's pretty warm out here. Hey, Skeeter, what is going on? Skeeter's in the house. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Thank you. Sorry I missed your live this morning. We've caught 4 already today, Skeeter. I wanted to fish, Fairgrounds Park, but I walked over there and the majority of the lake was still frozen over. There's a couple of feet off the shoreline and that's it. So I figured it'll be open at O'Fallon Park. Let's go over there for today. And you notice that ice is just slowly backing off, step by step, inch by inch. And Right Touch Fishing says, hi, Skeeter. That ain't gonna work. I'm not sure if I kept super chats or super stickers on, but if you guys want to donate, PayPal and Cash Apps, link in my my description. I don't mention it much. I just like to pop that in every once in a while. Stu says, Right Touch, what's going on? I know you guys like to see the face, and I hate looking at my dang face in this. I hate it. Can't take it. 12 people in, 29 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you. I guess the mic's working. Hey, you look. Some guy left that down on the shoreline. He said I could have it. A dozen night crawlers. Score. Let's see what is going on with the chat. Make sure she's all good now. What the heck? Quit it. That's why I put the tackle box there so I could have something to hang on to keep it zoomed in. I think Nomad Kayak Fishing is doing a live too right now, but he just kind of decided to do it, and I wasn't home, so I guess I'll take a couple more casts with the rooster tail, and I'll switch it over to like a swim bait. You know, cast these shorelines with one of Steve's. He gave me these swim baits, and they're be honest, the bass should be starting to work up a little bit. If I can get that in front of a decent, largemouth, he should pulverize it. At least take a nip at it. Should. Not to say it's going to happen, but we're trying. It's a pretty good cast today with this bait caster. I'm breaking her in. I haven't used a bait caster in a couple months. Yeah, these are actual local anglers I see out fishing all the time, so no worries. I don't mind, actual anglers coming out here and fishing around. I have no problem. You know how you actual anglers fishing, are. They don't mess with you. They're out fishing. They like to see you catch fish because they want to know how to catch them. I mean, I do. When I'm out fishing in a place, I've been out there for a while, check out someone catching fish, get an idea of what to do. Let's see if I can take a few casts on this bank without falling in. You got to do this right. You got to get right down by the water so you can keep that rod tip low. A little deep, but we'll try it. Probably today to try to spinnerbait, but I haven't got any, rigged up. I had to put a few of them together. All I got are bits and pieces. Let's see, where do I want to pinpoint this? That's better. Could have been a little further down, but that'll work. And I'm sure they're all up and down the shoreline. All the way down to that ice, basically. There's just a tiny bit of ice left in these corners, not much. That stuff must have frozen really thick. Let's get in here one, and you're really close to the bank. That's too close. Oops. All right, one more cast, and I'll figure I'm putting this swim bait on. Yeah, that's where I wanted it the first time. Wanted it out past the concrete instead of reeling it down to it. There'll be some pretty good trout still left in here. All right, let's put them on one of them swim baits. I guess got to figure out where the heck all the pieces are. I believe I've got them, the pack of them in the backpack. Yep. Try some fishing for some bass. What the heck? Forgot my scent, unfortunately, but you know what? I can just smear this on the trout in my backpack. It'll work. That's natural scent there for you. And I gotta find a weighted hook. This. Gonna put that down there for a second. Yeah, all this stuff Steve sent me. If you haven't checked out Steve Turner, PrimeManJigs.com, check him out. I told him I was going to pin him till his ears was sore for sending me all this stuff. And there we go. He even sent me these hooks too. These are just like the bass hooks I use, except they use springs instead of, you know, the, they're going to work much better on some soft plastics I tend to cast for bass. Not going to tear them up as bad. Right now the water's kind of cold. I want something I can work really slow. Bounce that bottom pretty good. Once I get this on here, I'll come and check the chat out before I take some casts with this. Lines. Yeah, that's pretty tough stuff. Even as old as that is, that 8-pound floral is still pretty tough. You guys know I just tie the improved clinch knot. Not the best with floral, but do not use it on braid. Do not use it on braid. Because it will slip on you. All right. You trim that tag in, and I'll show you guys this fully rigged up little swim bait here. Paddle tail swim bait. Perfect for cold water. All right, you guys just tuning in. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. All right, let's see. For this, first thing you want to do is, you know, screw that head on in the. I did that backwards. Oops. Hang on. Might have tied it on backwards. Yep, I did. Duh. I forgot the spring has to be over the top of it. Give me a break. I haven't tied what he's on in a couple months. That I think is better. Yes. That's much better. You're just going to take that head of this swim bait and just spin that in that screw until it goes all the way down. And this will work for soft plastics, crawfish. This will work also for, you know, worms, all kinds of stuff. And now that that's on there, we're just gonna, that could be down just a little bit more. You want to make that go down as much as you can. If and when you hook a fish on it, it's going to do less damage on it. We're just going to back that up, just like you would a normal paddle tail. That's a little close. Make sure that's through. And there we have it. Our little paddle tail swim bait. I got to trim that line again. That first time I rigged it up improperly. Haven't done it in a while. All right, we're good. Oh, we're just gonna cast this down these edges. That's just gonna bomb out there. I mean, I can cast. When I'm casting that little 3/16 ounce rooster tail, this is a lot heavier. It's gonna look like one of them little baby rainbow trout or something. This is the idea I was going to use at Fairgrounds Park today. But you know how that kind of worked out. Tell you what, I'll take a couple casts with this, refresh this, and we'll come check the chat out. Yeah, about cast all the line off. I'm just, you guys didn't hear that conversation. It's kind of funny. Yeah, this water's pretty cold, so I'm just kind of really slowly dragging this out there. That looks awesome in the water. All right. This will be the last cast. I'll refresh this bait and we'll come check the chat out again. I think I'll throw this back in the current. These ones in here close might be getting tired of me. We got a ton of lake we could try too. I felt like a little rainbow trout nipping at it. Bounced over that pipe. That's the first time I don't know what that was. Wonder what that was. That's my other cell phone going off. I do not recognize this number, but I'll answer it anyways. Hello? No answer. Whatever. It still works, it's just cracked. And we caught 4 here quick, so you can spook them too if you catch too many of them too quickly. Especially when you're catch and release a few of them. Because they'll catch on pretty quick. And if you don't know this about fish, when you catch and release a fish, a lot of times they'll go out there and they'll throw up what they just ate. Which means the other fish are just gorging down on what they just threw up. Kind of gross, but that's what happens. And they'll get a full belly and they'll just sit there and wait for everything. Alrighty, yo. And let's see, who do we have in? Flames, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. What is going on? See, Skip Destiny says. Oh. Hey, what's going on, buddy? And Unlimited, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Let's see. Eric Gamble, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Eric says hi. Right Test Fishing says hi, Eric. Peter says hi. My mom is actually not far from Mike right now, but in a hospital. Oh, I hope she's okay. Eric, I'm trying to figure out my new scale. Eric says hello. And Cindy says hi, Eric. That's okay. I'm not fishing that current anyways. Coffee won't sit up straight. See, 11 people in. And I can't see the numbers anymore. They took them away. Dang gummit. Hour and 12 minutes in, folks. Appreciate that. Yeah, this will probably be our last day down here. Cece is doing okay so far. She has an internal infection. They are fighting with antibiotics. Said I hope she does okay. Those antibiotics can be, they can be heck on your stomach and give you that really bad taste in your mouth. Let's see. All right. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Canner fails. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Yeah, we've caught 4 today so far. Let's see. Black Wolf says, hey, Canner. Yeah, I kept 1, so I'll show you guys it. That's going to be my dinner for tonight. Yeah, she's a little gross. She's been in my backpack, so we let the other 3 go because we don't need that many, and there wasn't anybody out here, so check that line. Still looks good. Let's see. Black Wolf says, hey, Canner. One of those names that could go either way. It just depends upon how you pronounce it. This new phone, it won't let me check the channel activity. It's weird. Don't want to knock my. We're on the battery charger, so we can last a long time today. We got a whole lake to fish. Let me move this rod over a little bit so this guy has more room to fish. I'm gonna move this over a little bit right so. The top kernel keeps coming off. Something keeps nipping at it. This is fresh corn. I just opened up the can. It should be tough as heck. It's actually really good corn this time. It's like all different colors and shapes and sizes. Pretty good. Guess I'll put another kernel on this bottom hook too. Since I got it here, might as well do it. This is a little bigger hook that I like using for these guys, but I don't have any other hooks right now. I got some catfish hooks, and that's about it. Got bass hooks. Got crappie lures. I hear you. That looks pretty good. And this has to be like 8 or 10 inches off to be legal if you're going to use double hook rigs. And I'll move that over a little bit further to the right, so that's a little bit more room to fish. Take a few more casts down here by this bank down here, see if there are any bass moving up down this bank. Watch the infamous pea shot, right, folks? That works him perfectly. It's like a little ding, 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 ding. That should work perfectly. So basically, we're fishing with rainbow trout and largemouth bass right now. A little early for the bass to be hitting, but you never know. Don't know unless you try. Wonder if I can put together a spinnerbait. I've got the parts in there, because I got to put them together. Let's see. And they're going to be any bass. They're going to be, you know, moving up right on the edge of this concrete down here. Yeah, there's another angler that came out, wanted to fish the current. I moved over a little bit so he had the room. Are you moving? I'm not going to take a few casts out there myself. There might be bass moving up this current down here. You never know. Might be one of them big trout. One of them big trout will hit this Swimbait. What I wanted to do down at Fairgrounds today, I figured the whole lake would be unthawed by now. It wasn't. Probably got one more day left. Probably got just one more day left before she unthaws fully. See, every cast is right on the edge over there. Get that right by the edge of that pipe, right by the bank. Because I don't think this is pretty weedless. And that's right over the top of it. Like, let's roll right over it. And we got a lot of anglers coming out. Let's a little bit out deeper. That wasn't far enough out. Like I said, I need practice with her. I haven't cast her in a while. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there are any bass around on this one. More folks coming out. Take one more cast out here. I'll refresh this corn rod, and I'll come check the cat out. I'm kind of working this thing slow as I can. I'm bounce that off the bottom, kind of make it look like a dying or wounded shad, little baby rainbow trout. They did stock some trout here, just a tiny bit bigger than this Swimbait. I have some little fingerlings. Bouncing off it. That looks perfect. I mean, that looks perfect. Let's do a dumb cast. I do this every once in a while. I'll just flip it a couple feet from the bank. Check the chat out. Let's get this out of the way here so I don't step on it anymore and break it anymore than it already is. Just tuning in. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Alan, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Alan with the thumbs up. And fishing with it, Steve. What is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Steve says hi, everybody. And we have a super sticker from Steve. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure what that was, how much that was for, but I appreciate that. 2 minutes. You're gonna meow for that one. Yeah, yeah. Appreciate that, Steve. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's our first super sticker of the day. See, Alan says, Alan, I returned your sub. Thank you, man. That's why I try to keep as many people as modded as I can get, so people can subscribe and like and share and do all that other stuff for my videos. Let's see. Alan says, thanks, Wolf. No problem. Hope the mic's still working. Should be. Yep, still green. You got about a 3-hour charge on her, so after 3 hours, we'll probably have to switch her over to the regular cell phone with the other angle view. What do we have in? 6 people in, 39 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, and don't forget to double tap that screen for me. Double tap, double tap, double tap. It's just our first stop, but it's fun. Oh, there's some big ones over there by that wall because no one can reach them. Let's see, help each other, be successful. Yep, what it's all about. Yep. that's for sure. Our our friends and family on YouTube. I guess we'll give this just a couple more minutes. Yep, exactly. I'm figuring out my next move. I think getting awfully crowded down here. I think I got that camera angle right. Looks like it. Always checking stuff. Let's check this out. Only problem with doing that is you only get maybe a couple seconds over there and you have to get it back out and cast again. How's that top? They look like they're hitting that top hook more today than the bottom one. I got other bass lures I could try, but I think either Swimbait or spinnerbait is the only thing that's going to hit in this cold ass water. Full spinnerbait, or I don't have any like jerk baits or anything. I keep losing them suckers. They're so dang expensive. I hate losing a $5.99 jerk bait after you've only caught 2 fish on it. That's tough to fish that wall. I was over there on the ice. Oh, yeah? Yeah, this thing was frozen over to where you could walk right out there. Okay. Yeah, it was earlier. It's not anymore. It was frozen this thick. I mean, you could get 300 pounds out there and not worry about it. But that's that 4 degrees crap we had for a week there. Oh, there's bite. Saw that. Something picked it up. That line went ding, ding, forward quick. It was just an idea with the bass lure, anyways. I was hoping to see a few largemouth and stuff around, but this water's pretty dang cold. Mind you, these are cold water. They're not Florida strain bass. They'll hit in 35, 40 degree water. It's just finding a sucker. Let's just slow roll this out there as deep as I can get it. Right on the bottom. I didn't tell them I didn't do any fishing because, I was worried the cops were going to come by. You're not actually supposed to walk on the ice in this position. Come on, hit it, buddy. He's tightening it. I'm dragging that bottom now. I was reeling it right off the bottom. Chase something down there. That was weird. The rooster tail might have been the right idea for this rod. I don't know. I got the other one rigged up with bait hook too. I can always fish that out here. Pecked on it when I started reeling it in. He's just sitting there watching it. One of the smaller trouts aren't really that hungry. Let's go in that current again. What the heck? Let's go in that current again. While the guy's away, let me take the cast over there. Sit out in that current. I'll think of something else to put on this other rod. Might try a different color rooster tail. I got some chromes in there and some. Oh, yeah, that's no good. Let's see what kind of colors I got in here. Fire tiger. I don't know. Not quite bright enough today for that. I think I'll try chrome if I can find it. It's in here somewhere. And I think, yep, that's it. That sucker showed up good. That's a natural color. But this works good. If it would have been if I'd been over at Fairgrounds, I'd have gotten at least a couple strikes on that. Might have been smaller bass that I couldn't hook because there's a lot of like half pounders in that lake. But would have been fun to set the hook on something, you know, that dead pullback that largemouth do. Yes. They weren't dumb when they made that island out there. They wanted to make sure they had, you know, some place for the fish to hide. That way we can't get them all out, you know? Yeah, well we try. Pretty good. Turn this tag end up. All right, folks, if you're just tuning in, thank you. Appreciate you. Don't forget to double tap that screen for and I'm thinking of moving already because this is getting a little packed down here. Not that there's any problem with these folks. These are all anglers I know. We fish down here all the time. But I think I might have spooked them already. Yeah, I changed to a little chrome color. Let's do some casts down here by this bank down here. That was a little bluegill. That was a little bluegill or a little bass. Wasn't but that big. Missed him. That was a miss. Should have let him hit more. Oops. That was a strike bite, folks. Looks like he hit that top hook again. That's weird. That's the one with the weight on it. They're not hitting the weightless one today. Yeah, that water is still cold. You can feel it when you get your bait in. It's pretty good. Almost. You don't want to get too close because you're going to get snagged, but you want to get as close as you can without getting snagged. Oh, yeah, right on that friggin' edge. I know. Because they'll cut that stuff off the side and just throw it off the edge. Not the trout. You're talking some big crappie. I can't wait. I was going to go over to fairgrounds and fish for bass and stuff, but it's still mostly frozen over. Yeah, it's open around the edges of the shoreline, but like 4 or 5 feet out from the bank. Or that wall down there. You know, I know I love fishing that wall down there. Got a pretty decent crappie down there during the wintertime before it froze over. Ah, that's not gonna work. I can't cast it at this angle. That's better. We cast out here in the deep water. There's still a few trout in here. I've gotten a few bites. It's just kind of hard to tell they're even bites. To see that line tighten up. And got more casts with this, and I'll come check the chat out, folks. Oh, that was a had him hooked there for a second. Just as a little baby bass about yay big. One more cast, and I'll check you guys out. That's a good sign if them little bass are active. You know there's some bigger crappie. And I got whatever that is snagged out there again. Probably someone's monofilament, feels like. Check the chat out. See what's going on. See, Black Wolf says, yep. Grinder, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, we've caught 4 today so far, Grinder. Kind of cooled off now for a little bit. They were hitting earlier for sure. We might just spook this spot, or you never know. Plenty of late to try. Guys, just tuning in. Thank you. Don't forget to double tap that screen. We got 41 thumbs up, 5 people in. Awesome. Thank you. Alan says hi. Good thing we see. Black Wolf, what's up, brother? Just needed to get back to the river, do some fishing. Yeah, it's unthawing for sure. Water temperature down here, I keep checking every day. It's 39 degrees down in the Mississippi down by me. So when she gets to about 41, we're gonna start fishing the river again. So she's on the borderline. And I've even got, I have someone gave me some night crawlers down here, so I've got a dozen night crawlers to fish down there, and I could probably get bites on them right now. Of course, they'd probably just be drum and sturgeon, but fish is a fish. And we're getting our scooter in the mail between the 10th and 12th. That's going to be awesome. So many new spots are going to be able to open up for everybody. Do some fishing, you know, Fairgrounds Park. We got January Wabash, Spanish Lake, Spanish Pond, Sunfish Pond, Columbia Bottoms. That's the confluence of the Missouri and the Mississippi. We've also got, you know, probably a good 20 miles of shoreline all the way up to Riverview. If I take the bus from here, I can get to Spanish Lake without, you know, using the battery charge, and I can get up to the West Alton Dam. Slime says, don't get any other, as long as he ain't worried about it, I ain't worried about it. No worries. Yeah, this is an actual angler, so you ain't got to worry about him. He's like, I'm out here to fish. Screw the camera. You know an angler. And he's out for them big old crappie that sit out there by that island. There's some big ones, 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds in this lake. But they love just to sit underneath that wall. You get 5 or 6, you know, twitches out there by that wall before you have to reel back in and recast and do it again. There's a ton of brush over there in structure for them. I've done it before. It's just, it's a bitch on your arms, to be honest. Yeah, I know. That's Darren? No, it's Darren. Yep, our charge is still at 100%. Because we got the battery charger on. Yep, 2 hours in. Yeah, we're probably going to move here down a little bit. I want to fish this shoreline down here to the right too. There's usually 4 or 5 that run down here, and as we get down there, that shallower water, it's bound to be some bass moving up. Yeah, if you don't, I had a guy down here that got violent because I was fishing here for a while, and he wanted to come down here and told me to move the camera. I mean, just not can't. Could you please move the camera? I don't want to be on the feed. No, he was like, move the camera, move the camera. I'm crazy. Move the camera. All right, all right. All you do is ask. It kind of catches you off guard. You don't expect someone to react like that, you know? Oh, his bite. That line went slack. Something picked it up. And not always will it tighten the line up. Sometimes it'll go slack. This is an old channel cats and those little oh, channel cats and bluegill. They'll pick it up and they'll just kind of move in with it a little bit. Right, he moved. I gotta get it up there again. I don't like he did. Oh yeah, he knocked the kernel of corn off the top hook. Yeah, I think he's done. Yeah, he's been there for about 20 minutes. He just didn't get close enough to the camera feed to see him. I don't care. I mean, like I said, I don't care if people are on the feed. As long as they're not kids. I only got like 9 or 10 or 15, 20. I mean, ever many people are in the live feed at once. No worries. But this one kind of needs to be a little bit tight. Not too much. Because a lot of times they'll hook themselves in that current. Oop, that's my first backlash. Oops. Wasn't bad though. Get all the kinks out in the first couple of days. You get out before you go out actually largemouth and bass fishing. It's a good practice lake too. Not a lot of snags for bass lures. You can really tone in the stuff. And you know these bait casters, they'll the drags the brakes on them will kind of stiffen up on you too when they've been sitting in your closet for a couple months. Well, I wish I'd have had those night crawlers today before I went out because I'd have gone down to the river. I might have only gotten 4 or 5 pretty big drum, but not the time of year to be using corn down on the river. Not unless you see a big school of grass carp or something come in prematurely and move into the shallows or something. I can bomb that sucker out there. That's like 3/16 ounce of a weight. I've got this sucker dialed in pretty good. That's right over the pipe. That's usually when you get a strike, when you go right over that pipe. Surprised you don't get snagged on it more, but there's a feel for a rooster tail. If you don't set the hook on a rooster tail, a lot of times when you go over structure, you usually don't get snagged on it. It's just knowing the difference between the bottom and a fish. See that? I got some gunk on it when I went over that pipe. Oh, that might have been a bite. Yeah, that line was tightening. Most folks are drawn over here to this lake right now because the majority of the lakes have still got some ice on them. A lot of them are unthawing. A lot of them are just not quite. Open bite. Ah, missed them. Missed them. I should have let him hit it a little bit longer. Crap. There's still some out there in that current. But they ain't but 4 or 5 feet from the bank. All right, that one's back. Funny thing is, they don't seem to be hitting the bottom hook. And the bottom hook's the one that comes off the bottom a little bit and swirls around on the bottom. And all right, that's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good too. Yeah, there's still some out here. Hate to move when there's still a few actively feeding fish. Yeah, it's Sunday, so there are going to be definitely some folks out fishing. There's no getting around that. There's not many really good public lakes and parks around the city where it's beautiful to come out fishing. Heck, just sit out here in your car. It's a beautiful day. I'll tell you what, folks, 2 more casts and come check the chat out. Hopefully I can still see that rod from the camera feed. After this, I got 1 more. Still not on the bottom yet. All right, there it is. Hopefully my mic's okay with that stuff. It usually is. It cuts that audio background out pretty good. 1 more cast. Let's get that out there. That might be a little bit too far over to the right. I don't know. I think I'm okay. Yeah, those bites in the current take a couple more minutes and right by the bank. The fish got to basically find it out there in the current. I think that's okay, but I'm going to recast it nevertheless. We're looking a little bit short of corn on that. And look at that, most of it's gone off the bottom hook. I didn't see a bite that time. They sneaky sometimes. This is actually really stinky corn. It's got a really potent corn smell to it. Decent sized kernels. Covers the hooks well. Two more kernels on the bottom hook. If I'd have left it out there, I probably wouldn't have gotten a bite, because obviously when they get a little bit of that corn off, they don't want to touch it afterwards. That's pretty good, right on the edge of that current. That's going to sink right on the edge there, so any trout moving up and down that current is going to see it. All right, looking good. Check the chat out. See what's going on with everybody. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. It's Siri, everyone. Please double tap that screen for me. Double tap, double tap, double tap. Oh, you're staying neutral? Oh, you're heading over to Scott's Live? I appreciate it, Black Wolf. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Slime time message retracted. I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to guess slime time, but quite probably agree. Yeah, there are a few hidden. I caught 4. Hang on, folks. Fairground's still frozen over?
Oh, I was on the fair side. It is on the other side.
Oh, okay.
On the grand, I mean the natural bridge side.
Yeah, that's the shallower part. That's where they're all going to be working into.
Yeah, I know. I need that side. That's the side I need too. So what y'all doing? Yeah.
That's a buddy of mine that fishes with me fairgrounds for crappie all the time. He's got a craving for crappie. I mean, that's all he fishes for is crappie. Crappie. I showed him one time there, they were on beds and he caught like a pound crappie and he's been hooked ever since. Let's see, 4 people in, 44 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. You know, I might turn the camera feed over here and, you know, kind of practice with the other feed type. Sorry, I want to put the cigarette on a camera feed. I try never to put a cigarette on the camera feed. People, they just don't like that. We're still getting some bites out here. There's still some fish out here for sure. If you can get that since I'm not using that other rod, heck, might as well put my other double rig out here in the current too. What the heck? Put the rooster tail down a little bit and we'll do some bait fishing, and I'll turn the camera feed around towards the other side and to the old camera in my face stuff. I need practice with that. I really got to get over that fear of stupid camera. I don't know why it bugs me. Hope there's white. Saw that. Come on, hit it. Come on, buddy, hit it. You peck twice. Peck twice, pretty good. You went ping ping. Dang it, don't let go. I already kept one. I'm probably going to let you go. Probably. Some of you don't swallow the dang hook. There's no way I can cast a rooster tail or something with the that camera feed main right on me. So, but I can man the chat better. One hook, and this is a little bigger jig head. I believe this is one of the larger sizes that Steve sells. I think it's like a 1/8. These are actually the ones I use almost on the river sometimes. Yeah, I'm glad I got the mic feed on because it's very, very loud out here right now. Heck, that's what parks are for: recreational activity, enjoyment of the outdoors. Sure glad I can get down on the river and fish for a while. And I'm checking that corner out every couple minutes. It seems to. I could cast over the top of it now if I wanted to, but I'd have to drag the fish over the ice. That wouldn't be fun. Actually, kind of would be fun. Drag a 2-pound rainbow trout over the ice after fighting it for a minute to get it to the ice. All right, that's pretty good. Little double rig. Make sure the line's okay. That one I can cast in the main current, get that to drop straight down. And this one picked it up, pecked it twice, and then let it go. Probably one I've already caught and released, to be honest. It happens. You get one catch and release, and you know they're still hungry out there. They still want to eat. They'll peck and take a kernel, a corner or two off, and that's good enough for them. I remember something about that. Whatever that is, it stung. That looks pretty good. And we're just gonna take that, cast that out in that main current. And this one we're gonna cast a little bit closer. Sorry about that. That one was loud. Like I said, it's Sunday. It's gonna get loud. As long as it's not the wrong kind of loud. Fishing St. Louis all my life, so some days are gonna be more peaceful than others. That looks pretty good. That one looks good too. Tighten up with the line, make sure I know where it is. Looks pretty good. And that one's just gonna be close, cast just a little bit closer. That line to tighten up almost all the way. And looks like we're good. You guys just tuning in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? I'm going to move the camera feed around like this, and we are going to switch cameras, angles. I'm going to set with you guys for a little bit. Let's see, switch around. And that looks pretty good like that. I already had a bite on that. Crying out loud. I wasn't looking. You guys just tuning in. Thank you, thank you. Fish on fish. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? You're good at fishing with stream.
Oh, you on the phone?
Yeah, I'm on a live feed with YouTube.
Okay.
It's pointed this way.
Okay. You said you got a fish finder. You thought that was a fish.
No, it's a tripod. You know, I'm doing live streams on YouTube.
Oh, cool. All right.
It
Yeah. Something to do.
Yep. Yeah, we've caught 4 rainbow trout today so far. Oh, I saw you pecking on it. Oh, I had him. He pulled off. Dang it. Oh, I missed that one. Let's see, fishing with Dan. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, people are always curious of what I'm doing. He thought that was a fish finder. I'm trying to get comfortable with this camera angle. I don't like it on me all the time. But if this fish lets me get a break, I'll try to get the camera set just right. Maybe cut her down a little lower. Let's see what see, that might be right. Looks pretty cool. Let's see, 8 people in, 44 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're using corn down at our local lake for rainbow trout. This is St. Louis, Missouri. Let's see. Ginger Billy said hi. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. I can push it back a little bit more because I can obviously see that camera pretty good. Trying to get those rods in the view too, but that can be tricky. Yeah, if they don't hit these pretty fast, you can usually cast them and reset them. Let me show you the rig I'm using for these rainbow trout. It's basically just a jig head and a weightless hook on the back, and both with stringed up corn. Get a lot of bites. You don't always hook them, but got to get a fish to hit before you can get them, before you can hook them. See, who do we have in? Kabuki Nature, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. What's going on, Tabuka? Let's see. Tabuka says hi. I've been meaning to do practice with this camera angle. I just haven't gotten used to it. So I'm trying, folks. There's a little current fountain spot over here, so that's kind of where we're casting into that little bit of current there. See 5 people in. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you. 44 thumbs up. Bite. Saw that. Guess the mic feed's still working, right? Yeah, the mic feed is still working. Yeah, I might have to remove it all here. See what is going on. Nothing much. We're down at a Fallon Park. This might be our last rainbow trout fishing day for a while. We're just kind of waiting for the lakes to unthaw fully. Hi for now. What do we have there? Something on with jetty. Oh yeah, we were frozen there for a minute. See, Michael, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is a family friendly, so could you guys please watch that type of language? Right, you're running with it. I'm running in with it. I saw that. That line went slack again. And we cast these guys and see if they got any corn off. Let's see. That one looks pretty good. That one looks pretty good. See what have they done with this one? Seems to knock a kernel of corn up on top of the pile. And the answer to that question, not so much. Kernel kind of fell apart there. You guys are just tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Don't forget to double tap that screen for me. Double tap, double tap, double tap. We're fishing down at O'Fallon Park right now with corn, trying to see if we can get anything to hit. Got 4 rainbow trout today. I've got 1 in the bag. I'll let the other 3 go. Just got a bottom bouncing with still rigs out there. Little split shot and weightless, and then another little double weightless. Let's see, 2 hours in. Oh, and we have a Steven. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Steven with I'm not sure how long that's on, but I appreciate that. A donation. Thank you, thank you. That's awesome, Steven. Thank you, thank you. See. Oh boy. Here's the skeeters. I'm checking some messages. Thanks for that, Steven. Appreciate that. That's Fishing with Steve Outdoors. That's awesome, Steve. I really, really appreciate that. It's going to help so good, and it's going to help so much. Let's see. We have Evan. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Evan said hi. Hi. Yeah, I'm not great with this camera angle. I'm kind of a little uncomfortable. I can't really see the rods. I never can get the dang thing set so you can see the rods from the camera feed. We're still getting a few bites, but I think they cool down quite a bit because it's getting warmer out here. Let me go get my other cell phone. I'm getting a lot of messages. Oh, sorry, I'm all the way in the camera. Need to get to see at least some of the background. Let's see. You got the water. GIF. Once Once again, thank you. That's Fishing with Steve. That donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. We have I don't know how many in. 8 people in. 50 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I caught 4. I kept 1, let the other 3 go. 2 of them are pretty small. The other 2 are pretty good. The first fish, it was a real good one, but I got this kind of I don't know what you call it. Well, I don't like to keep the first fish, you know. Kind of bad luck, you know. Let's see, Jimmy, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? She's kind of slowed down right now, unfortunately. I'm not sure what to do at the moment. I mean, I can move down a little bit or further to the right or a little bit further to the left. You know how these trout like to school up during midday. So they can just move right back in here and I get 4 or 5 of them again. I think I'll just wait her out right now. Her out for a bit. Hope that's bite. Oh, you sucker. They are getting me today. Yeah, they're sitting in that current. You don't get more than a pull or 2 because that line will stay tight on you. Unlike when you're fishing in the... Yeah, that was a top hook. You can see he was on it. I gotta get back out of here before someone grabs my spot. There's a lot of anglers out here right now. You don't see them to the right down here, but to the left of me, there's 8 people fishing. Now, I did a little bass fishing already today. I didn't get much luck. I think I had 1 pop out there, but I think it was a rainbow trout hitting on a Swimbait. Just kind of nipped at it. Let's see. NJ, what's going on? NJ Fishing Maniac. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. What is going on? I just missed the strike. Let's see. Unlimited. Let's see. NJ says, hi, Jimmy. And let's see. The struggle is the real. Haven, a hard time in Central Florida. Just back out here. We're still getting a few bites. We caught 4 today. Got actually 2 of them on rooster tails, surprisingly. And then when the sun got up, they moved a little deeper, and now they're kind of just... There's a lot of fishermen out here today, obviously. I got out here early enough to get a decent spot set up, but people are fishing around me pretty good. Let's see, Jimmy. I can check the chat out, Jimmy. Chilling brother, still struggling. I'm watching down in Texas. Jimmy says, NJ Fishing Maniac. And Unlimited says, in Florida, NJ with RC and the thumbs up. Jimmy on 100% Unlimited. I think everyone is out fishing. Yep, it's a beautiful day. It really is. I mean, I can understand people coming out today. The first really good day we've had on a weekend. Let's see, NJ. Yeah, rooster tails for the rooster tail for the win. Let's see, Unlimited says, what's up, Jers? We had a troll in. I had to whack him myself. see, we have just says 4 people in, but I don't believe it. But 54, 52 thumbs up. Thank you guys, appreciate that. Thank you again, thank you. Yeah, I'm not great with this camera angle, obviously, but I'm trying. Team Quack Attack, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Jimmy's laughing. Yeah, I can't turn the camera the other way because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Here when I got out of here, but what the heck. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Goofers. Yeah, I know. Yeah, what he asked, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I actually wanted to laugh, but I was kind of, I didn't want to encourage him. Man, we're having trouble with the chat feed right now, obviously. Dang thing's always doing that. And I can only use 2 rods here, so if I take one, if I want to cast a rooster tail or something, I have to switch up the dang, I have to reel 1 rod in. I'm not sure if you can see the rods very well. I tried to get her in there just about the right angle. This one don't seem to be getting much. The heavier weight, they're really finicky today. Yeah, I already caught 4 of them out here. They're must be getting a little spooky of me. Can't blame them. I brought in 4 of them and had hooks in their mouths. You can understand. Pretty good. And this is kind of a little technique I'm using. Oh, there's a bite. I saw that. Picked it up. And they're doing that today. They're picking it up and dropping it. And I wanted to fish fairgrounds and all for carp and stuff, but she just ain't unthawed yet in that shallow cove. Now the deeper part of the lake, it's opened up quite a bit, but as soon as that sun comes out, those carp move into the shallows. And I wanted to fish for some carp. I really did. She ain't opened up quite a bit enough yet. Give her another day of these temperatures, and I'll be down there. I'll be down there with my light gear, hooking in some big old carp, and then when my scooter comes, we'll be running all over down on the Mississippi River. We'll be getting down to the Missouri River too. Confluence where the Missouri and the Mississippi meet. Gonna be some fun. See that just it picked it up once and let it go again. They're doing that today. Which hook did he hit? Looks like he hit the top hook, but he didn't get any corn off. I can hold the rod if you guys want. It's not gonna make much difference. Yeah, I think that's enough of this particular camera angle. I'm gonna switch it back, guys. That's enough practice. I don't know about you, I do not like that camera side. So we're gonna switch her back around. Get her back out here just like this, all willy-nilly. One good thing about this tripod, it does reset very big. You're good. Pretty good. As long as I can see that tackle box in the background, it means I can see the rods pretty good. All right, folks, just tuning in. Don't forget to double tap that screen for me. You know, there's a little triple buttons up there. If you're on the cell phone, you need to do that. Give me might give me a thumbs up. Appreciate that. Oops, bite. Saw that. They're being a nuisance today. They're just picking up and peck, 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 and that's it. Trying to figure out better ways to man the chat. You know what I mean? Just I got my cell phone here too. I can man the chat. I guess I should probably rooster tail back out there, take a few casts. That's pretty good. I guess I have to take this one out because I can't use three rods at once in this lake. You can only use two. I'm sure people do it. It's just I'm not going to be breaking the law. Let's get the rooster tail back out here. Take a few casts with it. See, that one's over there. So let's bomb some suckers out here deep. Well, I can't wait for the river to warm up a little bit more. It's like 38 degrees today. When it gets up in the 40s, I can start fishing it too. Heck, I even found some dozen night crawlers someone left down there on the bank. Fresh, still good. They're different when they hit in the current out there. They'll pick it up and drop it. What's going on? Check feed. See, who do we have in? Carl, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. I've got the double cell phones out so I can talk to everyone. Carl says hi, everyone in chat. See, Jimmy says hi, Tara. See, Tara says hi, Jimmy. And Unlimited says hello. Got the thing there. Oh, you have a get a meow, Tara. Forgot about that. It's new me using the double cell phone trick. Tara says hi, Unlimited. Look a pretty good angle feed. It's pretty good to me. Be able to go for the bite. Saw that. You see him just pick it up and drop it. Yeah, I'm also getting a day to break in my bait cache before I start fishing with it some bigger fish. It's been sitting in my closet for a couple months. Let's see what's going on with the chat. Yeah, this way I can man the chat too and fish. No comment unattended. Looks like everyone gave up. If everyone quit down here. That's weird. There's like 8 people out here at one time, and now they're all gone. That won't last though. This is one of the spots that get hit very heavily because there's so many trout down here. I'm waiting for that wall to. It's almost unthawed. It really is. It's close. Ah. Let's see, ringtone. All right. Ain't gonna bug us no more. Ain't gonna bug us no more, no more. Funny guys. Yep, our scooter is on the way too. She'll be here between the 10th and the 12th of the month. Then I've got to remember how to ride one of them dang things. Thanks everyone for their donations and helping me being able to save up the extra money to afford to get it. I'd have never made it. I've been trying to get one of those for a couple of years, and I've been able to afford that little extra money. Pack those two. See, have in? Unlimited says hi. Here. VT, we're clear. I can't quite read that on this one. Gonna have to check the regular chat out to see that one. It's just a little bit blurry on this one. I guess that's Can. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. It's if you could, English. That's the reason why I couldn't read it. It wasn't in English, but if you could. And Rude, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thanks for coming back in. Appreciate you. Yeah, I couldn't read that one, Rude. I was like, what the heck? Are my eyes that bad? Nope. Says on home. Yeah, she's kind of slowed down. But it's a peaceful day. We're out here fishing. Might be a big old carp moving in here. You never know. There's some big ones in here. You guys have seen me get some. And no, they like nothing better than corn. I don't like that cast. Obviously. I was off the spot. That's better. I let that drop right through that current, right down to the bottom, right underneath her. Yeah, eliminate the siree. It's definitely a beautiful day out here, guys. Folks, you can't get much better than this. Got the rock face again, didn't I? Let go, let go, let go. Thank you. Now, we've caught 4 today, but it's kind of slowed down, unfortunately. That's me. I hit the line. Oops. You cast in such close quarters because all those fish are in like one little spot out here. You're bound to hit your hand line, especially if you're in your own line. It's fine. It's just embarrassing. These hop hooks a little. I don't like that hook exposed at all. I'm doing this. All right, that looks pretty good. And it looks like that bottom hook too got Toss the kernel. Of course, that might have been from casting it off. I cast like 2 times in a row. Pretty good. I'm sure the mic feed's about to go dead. It only lasts about 3 hours. Let's see, 58, 51 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. And Mike says hi. Hi, Mike. I wonder how long we've been in. 2 hours and 47 minutes. Pretty good. It's pretty much 3 hours on the dot. The mic feed lasts. So when we hit the 3 hour, getting around that time, I got to keep checking. I mean, it's been a pretty good day already. We already caught 4. And I just got the cell phone hotspot data so I can, man the chat. I'll try to do this more often during the summertime too, so I can man the chat and keep up with everything what's going on. Block wall again. Why don't I do some? I guess I could do some rooster tail casting down this shoreline here. The remainder of the feed. Just bite. I'll pick it up. Oh, that's me. I can. Oops. Yep, that's me. I keep an eye on that line. I'm getting a little bit too close to her. Getting a little bit too close. I'll retie that. It's easier to retie it when you get that spun up like that. Only takes a second to retie her. Got me energized. Thought I had another bite. Didn't. Thought I did. We'll definitely take a few more casts before I'll probably run down this wall and do some fishing. What do we have in? Backward, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? What are we fishing for today? Primarily rainbow trout, but a lot of times there are other species of fish in here. We've got channel catfish, some big old carp, bluegill, A lot of different species are going to hit it, and with casting the rooster tail, we've got a chance to get like crappie, a few largemouth around. I was hoping a few largemouth would be around, but seems like we caught 4 earlier in the live feed, but when the water temperature and the sun came out, it's getting a little warm. 2 people in, 82 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you. Something hit that rod. Yeah, I keep that line slack, so when it starts to tighten up, it's a bite. Yeah, I know it's gotten kind of a little slow, but it's a pretty good line so far. Been fun. Beautiful day out here. It really is. Really beautiful. I've gotten 2 on the rooster tail and 2 on the corn. Boy, that first one that hit the rooster tail, I thought for sure that was a bass. Because these trout usually don't hit right around the edge of that wall. And obviously hit around the edge of the wall, so. All right, let me trim this line. We'll get back to casting the rooster tail. We got some shoreline down to the left. There might be a something hanging around. You never know. We're gonna find out. You guys are just tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to double tap that screen for me. Double tap, double tap, double tap. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. All right, mine is trimmed. This rooster tail, I'm just barely rolling out there deep. Oh, got the wall again. Guys, notice how I don't set the hook when I get snagged on something? I'll kind of ping it, because if you're using a rooster tail and you set the hook on it when you hit something, yeah, you're going to get snagged and you're going to lose it. Old little rooster tail trick. What's our time? Because I'm keeping an eye on it. This mic feed only lasts about 3 hours, so after that I've got to see 2 hours and 55 minutes. The mic feed is still on. Yeah, I know, rainbow trout, a little boring. I wanted to fish fairgrounds for bass and crappie, but unfortunately it's still a little frozen up. You can see this lake, even with the current, she's still got a little ice down in the cove, so. Time on the water, wetting your lines, catching a few. It's the end of January, can't beat it. Oh, wait. No, actually, it's the beginning of February, ain't it? Duh. Forgot. It's February 2nd. Yeah, I got out down here at about 9 o'clock, so. Oops, that was up. Ooh, these little suckers. Some are just little bluegill and bass are by the bank, of course. And yeah, the mic feeds I think it's gone dead, so I'm gonna pop that off, and we're gonna do regular audio feed from the cell phone. And like I said, we're gonna do a little casting down here. Right? Running for just a little while longer.
Get camera together, man. I'm back up here. Pointed this way. Pointed which way? All right, thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we have broken the 3 hour mark, folks. I think I'm gonna kill the feed. You know that guy is back. I'm not gonna hassle with him. First thing you come out of his car is get that camera on me. He's like, yeah, it's not on you, Dylan. Whatever. So I'm gonna kill her. We've had about 3 hours worth of fishing time. Appreciate you guys coming in. I'm going to switch the camera around here, and we're gonna shut her down. 3 hours in. It's a pretty good day. Caught 4, but yeah, pretty good day. Appreciate you folks coming in. Check you guys later. Good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you on water. Keep doing what you love, and keep them lines tight, my friends. See you. Oh, see you, Unlimited. Bye. Thanks for staying in.